Bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Saludos from Javier, Spain. Welcome to Mel's Magic. Thank you all for being here. And welcome to episode, ¿dónde estamos? Six. All right. So I've had some interesting past few days. We had some unplanned visitors from Boracay actually, which was super fun. They were touring in their camper van, which is super cool. I'm so convinced. I put it on my bucket list, like manifestation list, a camper van. I don't know about you ladies out there. Do you remember Polly Pocket? Those little like toy doll thingies you open like a little shell, and there's like the little dolls, and everything is compartmentalized and everything is foldable. I just loved it. So looking at this camper van, it was the real human size version of Polly Pocket for me. I'm like, wow, I want that. And the kind of freedom it gives you to, yeah, have a mobile home and have everything you need in there. I'm convinced. Anyway, yes, they stayed over for 2 days, and it was one of those things where I have, yeah, the topic of this talk is, oh, wait, let me fix that at the end of the talk first. But I want to cover 2 points. One of them is dancing with the rhythm of life. So funnily enough, on Tuesday, I had planned to go to dance lesson because I want to learn salsa and bachata. But then these friends arrived, so I thought, you know what? I want to embrace every moment and everything that comes towards me. So these friends, albeit not planned, they're a gift, you know? So I parked my salsa lessons for next week, and I thought about it. You know, sometimes we make plans or we set certain goals, which is all fine. But at the end of the day, it's nice to be, or it's maybe wise to be super present and embrace the present moment with whichever gifts it may present itself. No, so in this case, my friends who visited, or our friends who visited, and yeah, it made me think about dancing in general, and then dancing with the rhythm of life. So instead of resisting or rejecting or fighting against or superimposing our ego or our will onto the present moment, sometimes it's easier and more efficient and just much more fruitful to go with the flow and dance. Like you make one move, life respond with another move, and you just dance with life instead of dancing out of sync or resisting. You know what I'm saying? So that was on the friends. Oh yeah, and we took them to the Arenal, which is a kind of sandy part of Javea, a sandy part of the beach. And while we were looking out onto the seafront, I saw a little ping pong. I think it was a ping pong ball or one of those beach ball balls, like a yellow little thing. And I was watching it, and it was being cast around by the waves at first, I thought. But then I was watching the little ball, and I thought, I wonder what the fate of this little plastic ball is. And actually, it was kind of riding the waves in the end. It was kind of having fun. Instead of sinking, it just kind of bobbed along and was riding the waves. So I was thinking, I guess that's me, like in the moment too. I'm kind of just enjoying the moment and riding the wave of our visitors and dancing with life instead of resisting it. I'm sharing all this because it's something new to me. I used to be numero uno in resisting life, to such a point that I ended up in a very chronic, deep, dark depression. So I learned my lessons the hard way, and I'm learning, or I'm in this new paradigm where I'm open I try to surrender to the present moment as much as I can. And I'm always surprised, and yeah, it's pleasantly surprised at how life rewards me if only I'm open to the moment. No? Okay, so dancing with life and riding the waves. I like those two metaphors. On another note, I've had kind of back pain the past few days, and I was wondering, why do I have back pain? I'm pretty active, but I figured it's because I'm not using my back muscles enough. And since we went to Lanzarote, I totally pushed myself with paddling and surfing. I'm an avid swimmer too. But since it's cool now in Spain and I haven't got the proper wetsuit, I'm not quite out there in the sea anymore as much as I am in the summer. And my back muscles are like aching. They're aching from not moving. And I'm trying to honor my the pain because it's a messenger. So I told myself, well, there are two options: either go swimming, which until I have a proper wetsuit is a no no, or I play basketball. I used to play basketball when I was a kid. I was in the regional league here in Spain. And when I was a teacher in Bangkok, I remember my students were like totally gobsmacked, like, oh my God, Ajahn Mel. Ajahn is teacher. Teacher Mel plays basketball, but she's a girl, and all these like stereotypes, and I totally kicked their asses. As well as when I spent my time in Washington, D.C., I went to the basketball courts, and everyone, you got the big guys, big black dudes, like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, go to play ball. And I'm good. Yes, I'm good. I'm short and I'm a girl, but I'm good. In any case, I bought myself a basketball today and some shoes. And I'm going to look for a court because basketball is also a way for me to use my back muscles, and the resistance of the ball and catching and throwing and stuff is good. So, which brings me to my point, honoring the body. Again, I spent so many years disregarding the needs of my body, subduing my body, abusing my body, not only with, I wasn't severely addicted, but I used to smoke a lot out of anxiety, or just not follow the instinct, the messages of my body. So let's say I figured that actually I'm very athletic. I need to move every day. It's part of my well-being. If I don't do it, I don't feel well. I cramp up. I feel tense. Anxiety builds. It builds up in the muscle tissue. It's not good. So I'm totally pro honoring my body, its needs at the moment. And I realize when I do that, i.e., when I go out there, I don't do sport, gardening, I move, I have fun, my body rewards me with a sense of aliveness. So by honoring the needs of my body, the body rewards me as a portal to aliveness and vitality. It's like all my cells go, yes, when you feel the oxygen in your body circulating. It's just this sense of aliveness that nowadays I'm definitely after. Vitality, aliveness. I think that's what the body is made for. No, it's a tool. We are blessed to have a body that allows us to feel this vitality. We are human beings now in gifted with a certain body, and if we don't honor it, it gets us into trouble. And in extreme cases, how first it's maybe a little sensation. If we ignore it, it's a bigger feeling. If we ignore it, it's tension. If we then ignore it, it's sickness. If we then ignore it, it continues. It's like the universe tapping you on the shoulder. If you don't listen to it, throws a little brick. If you don't listen to it, a truck comes crashing through your door, and you're like, I wonder how that happened. But hey, it's a sign you're off track. So I was really made me reflect today how the body is a tool to be grounded, to help us remember that we are here on earth. Our bodies are part of this planet, are part of this earth. Our cells are made of elements of the earth, air, minerals, stars even. And it's one way of honoring life, is honoring your body and your own aliveness, feeding and nurturing the sense of aliveness through good nutrition and exercise. So I'm totally pro finding any type of exercise that's fun and enjoyable. I don't do it to kind of beat myself down in the gym. No, it's not a form of laceration or self-reproach. It's again a way for me to feel alive and connected to my shell, my home for this lifetime, which is this body. It's my soul's house during this lifetime. So yes, that's my message today. I tell myself, as you know from episode 1, at the end of each day, I ask myself, did you find joy? Did you bring joy? And if I finish the day with a sensation of cansancio, the kind of good tiredness that comes after moving, then I can say, yes, I did find joy through my body. And it's also a way for me to contribute to my wellness. If I'm too much in my head, which I used to be for majority of my life, anxiety, depression, going back to your body, being self-aware and mindful, although mindful is a weird word, it should be bodyful. You put your awareness in your body, you feel the feelings, you nurture it, you love your body. I mean, that's one way of getting out of your head and being connected not only to yourself, but to our planet, to Earth. No? All right, this is enough for today. I hope you find a way to enjoy and nourish your body and go out there and feel alive. Do whatever it takes to move, whatever sport you enjoy, and just feel alive. That's already a big thing to be grateful for and to strive for. Y con esto, bandidos, I finish Mel's episode número 6, and I'm happy you're all here. Please stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and share, and help my channel grow. And I'll see you for next episode. Besos. Ciao.